Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So this is our topic on literature review. I'm going to talk about what is a literature review, how to do it, how to search an article, how to cite the article, how to skim read and so on. But it will be a series of lecture video, not just a single video. I will cut it into a several part of video for you to make it easier for you to listen to the video. So literature review is topic 2 in your thesis, in your FYP report. So what is a literature review? So literature review is a perusal of previous research on same topic. Perusal of previous research on related topics. So what is perusal? Perusal is an action of reading through something, especially to find the part you are interested in. So the keyword is you have to read something, you have to read a previous research, okay, what people have been done, on what? Baca semua benda ke? No. First is the keyword here. First keyword here is on the same topic and also on the related topic. Okay, so what does madam mean? Apa maksud madam? Same topic. For example, okay, if your research is on inventory management system, so your first reading or your first searching must be on inventory management system. What people have been done on inventory management system. Okay, and also any other related topic. Apa related topic? Maybe you want to use some of the part of the maybe you want to use a QR code, okay, as part of the inventory management system. So you want to develop an inventory management system using QR code. So your reading might be on the first inventory management system and also on the QR code, what have been done using QR code. Okay, so literature review is a survey or a overview of the research work found to be a significant to a topic. Any article that is significant to your research topic. Okay, so a literature review is a collection of scholarly works having relevance to a guiding topic, which is your research question itself. So why you have to do this reading? Because it will be a relevance guiding to your topic. Okay, what do I mean by a relevance guiding? For example, saya guna similar topic, inventory management system. So the question is, what are the components inside the inventory management system? So macam mana nak tahu components tu ada apa? Okay, you may need to find it inside the articles, inside the research, from the previous research that have been done for the same inventory management system. So, and then what are the steps that have been done in order to implement inventory management system using QR code? Why it is important? Okay, so kata a systematic search for formal and informal publication in order to find items relevant to your area of interest. So instead of finding a similar, you may find a relevant publications or article that is similar to your area of interest. So that is a literature review. Literature review is a reading, okay, through an article. Okay, what type of article that may have a same topic with your research, or it may have a related topics to your research. Okay, and also you may found a significant topic to your research. Okay, so why we have to read those kind of scholarly works? We call them scholarly works because we want to find a relevant guidelines, okay, to your research. And also we want to find the formal and informal publication that are related to your area of interest. Why we need to have a literature review? LR is needed because you will need to learn new things and incorporate them into your project. Yes, you have learned it previously in your, some of them you have learned some of the topic in your during the classes. However, okay, you haven't done any of the project by yourself before. Okay, so some of the things you put into your written work may be your own ideas. However, you need to check whether somebody else has not already had the same idea. Okay, so kadang-kadang kita nak check betul ke tak ada orang buat lagi. Okay, why you need a literature review? Okay, art will prepare you to do a background review of the literature. So, how to begin it? You may ask some questions. So some of you ask me as questions, what type of framework that you have to use, what is the theory that you need to apply, is this correct or is that correct? Most of the basic background of your research, you cannot find it in the literature paper or in the research paper, but you can find it in your textbook. Okay, so for example, if you are doing a business intelligence project, you may need to look into your business intelligence textbook. Or if you are doing a information system, you may look into your ISP 530 textbook or notes. Maksud dalam tu ada e-business, talking about e-business, under e-business there are number of system, information system like inventory management system, ada procurement, ada on the management information system and so on. So look at that textbook. Okay, choose textbook are very useful in helping you shape a literature review. Why? Because it will highlight the range of perspective or area or emphasize researchers have developed. Okay, you may look into let's say you have learned before this the system development life cycle, so you boleh tengok dalam textbook and you may cite. Okay, awak boleh cite sebab citation nanti kita akan bincang. You may cite this, you may use this textbook as source of one of the source of your reference in for your FYP, and then offer pointers to any differences among interpretation. So usually in the textbook it will have a discussion, a review, notes on certain topic. Okay, dia akan bagi contoh, dia akan bagi apa dia panggil case study. So you may look into this, okay, and you may want to apply those examples in your FYP project. And then it's also dalam textbook juga ada bibliografi. Bibliografi ni apa? Dalam kat belakang awak akan nampak dia tulis beberapa references. Okay, dalam bibliografi yang mana author use those references, those articles or those book to refer in order to write the textbook. So you may use those bibliography to find your references. Okay, so balik kalau you ada dekat kalau ada dekat campus, you may go to library, boleh tengok contoh. Kalau tak ada textbook lah, tengok textbook yang ada yang you may read. Okay, you may use the definition from those textbook. You may use the content of the textbook. Kalau tak ada dekat campus, sekarang library ada e-library. Some of the textbook has been convert into e-book. So you may look at those e-book. Okay, to use them as your references. So what is the importance of literature review? So before you begin your research, okay, now you have your chapter 1, you have identified what is the problem, you have identified the objective, and you may have some maybe not a detailed framework, but a brief framework how you want to carry out to to conduct your research or your project. So in literature review helps you to make a carefully study of the earlier work carried out in the given area. So awak dah tahu dah sekarang area awak nak buat apa, what type of project that you want to propose. Okay, so literature review helps you to identify and study what have been done, okay, similar with your project. So why we want to identify what have been done? Because first we want to identify the gap in a research domain or scientific area. Okay, what is gap? Gap ni adalah apa lagi orang tak buat. Apa beza antara yang you want to propose and the existing system? You have to show, okay, what is a difference or differences between your project with the existing system. So macam mana nak tahu orang dah buat apa, orang tak buat apa? Literature review may help you. Okay, so how to do that? You have to carefully collecting and reviewing literature relevant to the project being proposed that helps to frame a purpose for the proposed research. So based on that, madam kan dah tahu dah kita nak propose apa. Dalam chapter 1, you just state the objective and the scope. But you haven't detail out apa sebenarnya, apa function ke ataupun apa what you are going to do with in your project. So literature review helps you to frame, means to find, okay, the purpose of the proposed research. So maybe, for example, you want to develop an inventory management system, okay, for a warehouse, for example. So you dah cari-cari macam-macam orang buat, okay. So you list out all the features that have been used in other researches atau in other project, apa features, okay, ataupun functions yang telah dibuat oleh orang lain untuk inventory management system, and then you identify apa yang belum dibuat. Okay, then you may focus on, let's say kalau apa yang belum dibuat tu ada 3 katakan. So you may focus one of them or two of them or all of them. Okay, contohnya saya bagi contoh. Okay, lepas awak senarai, awak baca literature, awak define dulu what is inventory management system. So you define inventory management system is a system that must have a stock in and stock out process. Okay, itu definisi dia. Ini example Jangan guna saya punya definition pula. Tak, just example. Okay, so awak dah define, awak tengok daripada literature, then awak mungkin baca 3-4 literature that have a different definition. Okay, so ada 5-6, ada 3-4 yang ada different definition. So you may use all the definition, put it in the literature, letak dalam literature. Okay, then daripada situ awak juga jumpa what are the components of that should have in the inventory management system. So awak dah baca, kalau ikut teori, inventory management system must have, ataupun based on the definition, inventory management system must have, first mesti ada function untuk capture stock masuk, mesti ada form to key in, and then mesti ada connection dengan to track the stock out, okay, and then mesti ada tagging to tag the product and so on, contohnya lah. So ada banyak lagi lah. Okay, then awak pun tengok apa yang orang dah buat, awak listkan semua orang dah buat, and then awak tengok apa function yang belum dipenuhi berdasarkan definition yang baca tadi. Okay, so itu contoh how you want to find an existing gap. Okay, so literature may help you to find the existing gap and may helps you to focus on what type of system or what type of project that you want to propose. So kata the relevant publication like research papers, report, thesis, etc. can be searched in library with prior knowledge of other research workers, expert in the field or keywords pertaining to the chosen research area. So cara awak nak search ialah macam mana nak cari. Macam mana nak cari artikel? Satu, awak boleh search by authors. Dah tahu dah, contohnya awak dah baca dah textbook orang ni dia buat textbook, dia memang cerita pasal business intelligence, Syarda contohnya. So next pun guna name lah. Okay, awak search nama Syarda authors tu dekat Google Scholar. Okay, google.scholar. Or use a keywords pertaining to the research area. Awak masuk keywords. Okay, keywords here means any related words that relate to your topic. Cara senang ialah mula-mula search dulu topik, title awak. Lepas tu pecahkan. Okay, contoh inventory management system. Okay, dan apa lagi bawah inventory? Mungkin awak jumpa perkataan procurement. Okay, and then awak nak buat apa lagi? Okay, awak nak cari pasal QR code. Okay, then QR code for inventory management system. So those are you can use as those things you can use as a keywords. So why this is so important? Okay, what are the key points why the literature review is important? Saya nak fokus pada yang last ni. Okay. So, it helps you to improve your knowledge, of course. Okay, sebelum ni you may just have an idea what do you want to do, but how you want to do it? Okay, what are the components inside it? Okay, and then to build upon previous research efforts. So, awak tahu apa dia yang orang dah buat, generate new ideas. Berdasarkan apa yang orang dah buat, awak akan dapat new idea. So, awak dah tahu, okay, orang buat macam ni. So, apa yang you nak buat? Okay. And to choose, design, adopt a good research methodology, which is the framework. Ini yang ramai yang tanya saya, madam nak pakai framework apa? So daripada literature review, you boleh jumpa what type of framework that have been used for the kind of project yang you ada. Madam dah saya dah guna dalam chapter 1 tu, you boleh ubah. Okay. To become familiar with publication formats and to find argument to support your effort. Okey, contohnya macam mana? Macam mana, madam? Contoh saya kata macam ni. Siapa yang buat e-commerce? Okey. So, you kata e-commerce mesti ada beberapa components. So, the question is, siapa yang kata e-commerce tu kena ada components tu? Who said that? Okay. So, you may have a reference to give to support your opinion. So, tak boleh kata supervisor saya kata, madam, tak boleh. Who is your supervisor? Unless supervisor awak memang publish an article, then you may cite, okay, you may make the article as a reference. Tak boleh je nak kata orang ni kata madam, supervisor saya kata madam, penghidayah kata madam, no. Okay. So what are the major steps? First, you have to search. Okay. You can go to Google Scholar. Saya suka guna Google Scholar lah, honestly speaking. Okay, and then search. Bila awak search pakai keywords, you might have a list of abundant of articles. Okay, so bila yang berapa lama boleh pakai? It can be more than 5 years. So kalau not more than 5 years, paling lama pun 2017, at least 2016. So maknanya artikel tu kalau boleh, okay, it published on 2016 and above, unless it is a textbook. Textbook it is okay. Kalau nak refer textbook, ya tak apa. Textbook biasanya jarang yang 2016. Textbook biasanya 2010. So kalau textbook more than 2016, it's okay. Kalau tak payah. Okay. Please find a letter reference yang tidak lebih daripada tahun 2016. Okay, then you search. Macam mana nak buat, madam? Kalau nak dekat nak tengok kat kurang daripada 2016, ada bahagian kiri awak tengok dia ada filter. Okay. And then identify the relevant topic that is related to your project. Jangan baca semua, jangan download semua. Tengok dulu relevan ke tak. Okay. So saya rasa awak semua dah belajar guna easy access. Okay, kalau awak pakai Google Scholar, pakai account awak, most of the articles won't allow you to download. Kebanyakannya publisher tak bagi awak download paper tersebut. Tapi cara dia ialah, you have to log into the library. Selesai awak dah pergi dengar talk dalam library itu, log into the library and then klik dekat online databases. Okay, dekat situ ada senarai A sampai Z. So, awak tengok artikel tu daripada jurnal mana, then you search dekat situ. Okay. And then identify, pilih mana yang sesuai awak nak baca. Okay. And then you read those article. Macam mana nak baca, baca dulu abstract, tengok sesuai tak dengan awak punya. Okay, kalau tak sesuai, stop. Okay, tapi kalau sesuai, sambung baca sampai habis. Okay. And then lepas tu you synthesize. So what is synthesize? Okay, baca, then you make a summary, get the conclusion from the articles. Related topic. So where do you want to find the literature? What? Okay, it is, you can find it. Sekarang tak ada paper base lah kan. You can find it from book, journal, conference, official report, magazine, newspaper, commercial publication, technical report, course or other materials. And also online, official government website, personal website and others. Okay, so these are the sources of information that you can find the articles or the information that you want. So what are the keywords? Look for a reliable material. So material that has been edited and or approved by a known publisher or other reputable organisation. Wikipedia boleh tak? Wikipedia tak boleh. Okay, tak boleh. Sebab apa? Wikipedia dia tak ada bagi tahu siapa yang edit and put this information. Okay. So kalau nak letak, you kena cari orang tu, kena tahu the author, who is the author. Okay, kalau you tengok ada satu artikel tu, tengok macam related, and terus nama artikel, search dulu who is the author. Author tu siapa? Okay. If you are in doubt the reliability of the information, check the source thoroughly and ask your supervisor. Okay. So these are the questions that help you in compiling a literature review. So cara dia, macam mana awak nak cari, apa yang awak nak, macam mana nak cari pasal apa. So kalau ikut, awak ada area of interest, awak ada domain study, awak ada theoretical application. So mungkin teori awak tak apa nak tahu lagi, nak pakai teori apa. So literature review will help you to find the theory. Contoh, awak nak tahu pasal e-commerce. E-commerce generally semua orang buat, ramai dah orang buat. So awak nak tahu apa dia yang will give you a value added to your e-commerce. Okay, what are the theory behind it? Contoh, awak nak buat on consumer behavior. Consumer behavior tu besar. Awak nak buat e-commerce, fokus on consumer behavior. Consumer behavior tu besar. So you may use the literature, find the article that talks about those. Okay. So these are the questions yang will help you in compiling a literature review. Okay. Awak nak tahu what the broad bodies of literature that have the relevance for the research topic. Contohnya e-commerce, nak cari e-commerce. Contoh yang buat BI, dia nak buat prediction. So you must start with a prediction model. Okay. And another information system, you must start with those. Okay. Yang computer science pun sama. Okay. Awak nak buat apa? Contoh yang plate recognition. So it is image processing. Boleh start dengan image recognition. Okay, so what theoretical model related to the research topic? Apa theoretical model yang kita boleh guna? Okay, nak tengok pasal apa? Contoh kalau prediction, orang buat BI buat prediction, apa dia prediction model yang ada? What are the techniques that have been used in developing a prediction? Kalau yang buat e-commerce pula, apa theoretical model dia? Orang biasa develop theoretical model. Nak buat e-commerce pakai model apa? Pakai SDLC je ke? And then in your objective is talks about evaluation. How to evaluate e-commerce system. Macam mana nak evaluate e-commerce system? Okay, siapa yang perlu terlibat? What are the questions that you should ask? Okay, so banyak benda. So first kena tengoklah juga title. Cara nak search, awak tengok, look at your title. Look at your area of interest. Look at your domain. Look at the theory application. Look at your objective. Okay. And objective awak ada 3. So jangan tinggalkan salah satu. Awak bukan sekadar nak develop. Some of you want to evaluate. So how you want to evaluate the functionality of the system. Okay. And then what theories, method and result have previous research in the field produced. So kalau evaluation, macam mana dia buat evaluation and what are the result? Kalau computer science students, so apa dia punya result, how they what are the theories and the method that have been used and what are the results. So, and then also you can look into the history of it, the most recent finding, gaps or contradiction exist, new question, structure suit the literature review best, and what should be left out. Okay, so these are the questions that you may use to ask, or you may ask yourself in finding a literature or in compiling the literature or the articles. When you do some search, okay, some literature finding, our searching process, okay, you may find several type of articles. Ada banyak jenis sebenarnya artikel dalam yang have been published in literature. Okay, satu jenis ialah self study review. Okay, review ni macam mana? Review ni ialah dia cerita pasal orang lain punya paper. Okay, dia contohlah dia buat fokus pada let's say you buat cerita pasal procurement. Okay, so dalam tu kalau self study review, dia akan study semua sistem-sistem e-procurement yang ada dan dia akan review, dia akan tulis balik. Dia akan ceritalah apa yang bagus, apa yang ada. And ada yang buat context review, place the current project in the big picture. Okay, ada buat historical review, ada buat theoretical review, ada yang buat methodological review and integrative review. So banyak jenis lah. So awak kata nanti awak do paper, ada yang jenis macam ni, ada yang jenis macam tu. Okay, depends. Okay, so mana yang bagus? Semua bagus. Depend on what you are looking for. So, what the motivation before you starting LR, literature review. So, what is the problem? You have to cari dulu apa masalah you. Apa problem? You dah identify dah. Okay, starting from there. Okay, start searching. And find the theory of the problem. Okay, find the solution of the problem. How people solve the problem. Okay, mana ada orang buat lagi kat sekolah saya. Saya buat kat sekolah, mana ada orang buat lagi? Yelah, you buat dekat sekolah. Tapi, mesti ada orang pernah buat dekat sekolah lain. Ataupun, sekolah tak pernah orang buat. Dia pernah buat dekat university. So, you can use it as an example. Okay, so research must tie up to the theory by adding mean you tambah lagi literature, and some of the literature may not useful in your project. So, you must think and learned from those articles. Okay, so when you want to do an art, it doesn't mean awak kena follow ni, tapi this is a suggestion lah. Bila awak nak cari LR, okay, don't bluntly Google je tak. You have to identify first. You can cari dulu question, apa yang awak nak cari. Contohnya nak cari antara A dengan B ada relation tak. Contoh awak nak what is the definition of e-commerce. Okay, so apa objektif awak cari ni? To identify awak kena tulis kemudian tak. Ini guideline yang macam bila awak nak buat LR, nak buat searching for LR, ini guideline dia. So, awak start dengan question, start dengan objektif, lepas tu baru awak cari LR and find apa yang awak nak buat, tulis. Okay, mungkin ada beberapa artikel that are related, so tulis. Okay, so apa maksud dia? Contoh kalau awak nak cari definition of, awak nak tahu what are the definition of e-commerce. So objektif awak sekarang awak nak cari definition of e-commerce. So awak buat apa? Awak pergi search what is e-commerce. Okay, apa type e-commerce. So awak mungkin jumpa 2-3 definition. Okay, so awak akan simpanlah artikel tu dengan nama authors dia. Okay, so awak mungkin ambil, simpan soft copy, highlight. Okay, definition, orang A kata definition ni, B kata definition ni, C kata definition ni. So ada persamaan tak? Itu synthesize tu. Orang A dengan orang B kata sama ke tak? C dengan D kata sama ke tak? Okay, so benda lain, what are the components of e-commerce? Kalau cari dalam textbook, awak cari dalam artikel, awak cari dalam ni. So orang ni kata A, orang ni kata B, orang ni kata C. Okay, simpan. Okay, keep the articles. Okay, so then you may copy apa yang orang tu kata lah, then baru you summarize balik. Okay, so saya rasa ini dulu untuk introductions. You may begin to start searching. Okay, start reading, start to identify what you want to look for inside your literature. Okay, next video saya akan sambung next sama ada lecture ataupun video saya buat lagi. Kita akan sambung on macam mana to start, how to start to write a literature. Sekarang saya baru ajar apa dia literature review, macam mana nak start dan macam mana nak cari artikel for literature review. So awak kena tahu dengan step-step dia lah. Antaranya kena identify apa dia question yang awak nak cari, objektif yang awak nak dapat, and start with the and up. Okay class, thank you. Assalamualaikum.